with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the SMU Mustangs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Rhett Lashlee before the game. He understands the SEC is a line of scrimmage league. That's why he is really trying to prove that the ACC can battle with them in the trenches. He said this will be a huge matchup to test his team, and he'll have to be very good on the play calls. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. It's Knight. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mustangs. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Frazier. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Got a wide open receiver. Turning on the Jets. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in 2nd and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They
lofts one high and deep. Oh, right through. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Finds a spot in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Dogs have this offense rolling. Might be calling a hot route. Handoff for Frazier. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. They've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running inside, it's Phillips. At the 20, he's got finding some room. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. He'll try the left side. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now on the move. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Jennings. Plucks it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Could not make his way to the corner. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. This time they'll go to the running game. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
On the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
The Mustangs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. A designed run for the quarterback. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together, and you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the first.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. The quarterback will keep it. Maybe some room here. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Pulls it and runs it again. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit, and they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
On 1st down, Nate Frazier. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He's got it down the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. The run inside. It's Phillips. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Got it! He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Touchdown, Dogs! Makes the grab inbounds!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Coming out with it, it's Cooper. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's on his way. He's got to make it to the end zone. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. The Mustangs will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Frazier again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation.
Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. And obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down.
Unleashes one deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Got his man downfield. He's loose. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Frazier again. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll give to Frazier. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. It's 3rd and 5. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him! That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more.
Maybe a crease. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Inside the 15. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
A great run, and 2 things I love. He got the first down, and he got out of bounds, so he can stop the clock now. This offense doesn't have to panic.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown!
play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's given this defense all they can handle.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Under fire. Finds his back in the middle. Bounced off his feet.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Gotta have it here on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Stockton, extending the play. He's going to let one go back to the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the...
Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that.